No satisfaction with my current diet, anxiety, availability of food in sight, feeling sluggish, not productive, makes me lose motivation, boredom, unhappiness, emptiness again, screen time, emptiness again, sadness, escapism, laziness, stressing about fitting macros. These are just some of your responses, guys, when I ask you the question, what triggers you to stress eat? Guys, I'm actually glad that you do have an idea of what's causing you to stress eat in most cases. But saying I have stress, I have anxiety, and thus leading to stress or binge eating isn't really a solution. What you're highlighting is the problem. The root cause might be entirely different, because of which you might have anxiety and stress. So guys, in this video, I'll be helping you to break that chain which ultimately leads you to stress or binge eat. But before I go on, I'd like to share my story, because I want you to know that you're not the only one who might have had this kind of a situation before. Even I was a part of it. Have a look.
हाय देखो कितना पतला हो गया है, देखो कितना पतला हो गया, इसका मुंह भी कितना पतला सा हो गया, कुछ खाता पीता नहीं है क्या आजकल? खा भाई खा।
अबे साला क्या बताऊं इन्हें कि 5-6 हज़ार कैलोरी खा के दिमाग की दही बन गई है यहाँ पे, और ये कह रहे हैं पतला हो गया है। अबे मुंह कैसे पतला होता है किसी इंसान का? ये कौन सी स्पॉट रिडक्शन टेक्नोलॉजी है? मुझे भी बता दो। मुंह पतला हो गया, मुंह पतला हो गया। दिस सीम्स लाइक अ परफेक्ट सिनेरियो ऑफ नेगेटिव मोटिवेशन, राइट? This guy had this fire within him when people started saying shit to him. But to be very honest, that wasn't the case. No wonder I had started eating and lifting ferociously. Now, when I say ferociously, I mean I could have done anything to achieve that kind of body. But whenever I used to see food, I was like macros, protein, क्या करेंगे, कितना खाएंगे, यहाँ तक खाना पड़ेगा वरना कुछ नहीं होगा. I was always feeling acidic. I was always feeling that discomfort. I had to poop like 7 times a day. And to top it all, whenever someone said, अरे पतला हो गया है, it used to get to my head, and I just felt like smashing the shit out of that person. I needed to find that one thing that really bugged me. Was it that auntie who always said, beta tere muh patla ho gaya hai, and things like that? Or was it the way I perceived her thoughts? In a nutshell, guys, the event which stressed me out the most was me not accepting who I am. So yes, I was a hard gainer. I am still a hard gainer, which means I need to follow a specific program. I can build that muscle, but it's a little difficult for me. It doesn't mean that it's impossible, and I certainly do not want to eat like 5,000-6,000 calories a day. I just want to live the life naturally or happily. I don't want to eat 6,000 calories every day and poop 7 times a day, and I don't want to worry about food every other time. Once I had accepted who I really am, you would be surprised that I started gaining muscle in a much more positive manner. I started looking at life and the whole fitness thing in a much more positive and mindful aspect. So guys, stress eating is usually caused not because you think you have anxiety, not because you think you are sad, not because you think you have that particular food lying in front of you. It's caused because of a chain of events. It's not just one thing which is triggering that, but you need to break that chain and go to that first event and then kill it from the root. So let's see this example real quick.
अरे यार, आज भी बॉस की बकवास सुननी पड़ेगी, प्रेजेंटेशन बनाई नहीं मैंने।
So guys, when your boss asks you where the hell is that presentation, you're like, you give your boss a petty reason, and then you get stressed out, then you blame your boss, then you ultimately say your work environment sucks, and ultimately you stress eat. Basically, what I'm trying to say here is your boss isn't the reason, or your work environment isn't the reason for you to stress eat. Maybe the reason is improper time management to make that presentation in the first place. So you have to look at things from wide and different perspectives in order to find different solutions. So guys, what we need to do here is we obviously need to break the chain. To break the chain, what we need to do is we need to look at our day from different perspectives, and we need to break it down. So say for example, the binge eating event happens at 9 p.m. what you want to do is look 1 to 2 hours beforehand and actually write down a couple of things. So you can write down things like what are you doing, who are you with, what are you feeling, both mentally and physically, who's with you, where are you, and things like that. Once you've done that, that's step 1. Step 2 would be again filling these same questions out, but just before the event happens. So say for example 8:50 p.m. Then again step 3 would be filling these same things out, everything, just add 2 more details wherein you'll be asking yourself, what am I eating and why am I choosing to eat this? Step 4 and the final step is super simple. You want to write those things again, fill those same questions out, but this time after the event has happened. Now, if you see in retrospect, you'll have a set of patterns which will help you determine what is actually leading you towards that kind of binge eating event. Now, I'm not saying that just filling this form out for one day will give you with a clear-cut answer. It may not, but you'll at least be closer to your answer and you'll have a set of patterns which you can observe over time. It's like a trend analysis, guys. You observe it over time and then you kind of see, okay, this is the fish I want to catch, and might ultimately be able to break that chain. Once you realize that you fill this out on a regular basis, you'll have a ton of combinations. Maybe you'll have like n number of events which actually stress you out, and then you can prioritize on which event is stressing you out the most and actually start working on them by thinking from different perspectives. Now, you don't need to worry about the whole form thing because I have attached it in the description, so feel free to download it and fill it out. And I would like to mention Precision Nutrition because that's where I encountered this particular technique, and it has benefited many of my clients and many of the people I've worked with in the past. And I'm sincerely hoping that it would really benefit you guys as well. I would request you guys to please share this video and share this message with as many people as you can, because I personally feel many people need it. Many people need to fix this issue, and if I can be of any help, I'd be more than happy to do it. Again, guys, thank you so much for watching the video. Thank you for sharing your valuable time. Do share the video if you feel it was of some use. Like the video. Do drop a comment if you want to see any specific video, and I've said video like 100 times, so thank you so much for watching the video.